Yeah, sadly, I guess I have to make this. I expected some backlash from my video, inevitably, especially in regards to Death Battle fans or Cloud fans that wouldn't take too kindly to someone trying to criticize his victory. But I guess I need to address this because a lot of misconception about the video, and some people have just in the comments have made some ridiculous things. Like, the irony is not lost on me that it's funny that for a bunch of people that want to criticize me for being quote unquote too serious, some of these people really took my video way too seriously. I mean, it's just insane, some of these responses I got. Some of them were okay and fine. They were just criticizing some of my comments in the video where they didn't like the fact that I left a mega link. And I understand that anything that can be viewed as piracy is going to be a controversial subject matter. Personally, I'm a person that doesn't believe that piracy is harmful, and I don't believe in copyright law. I've made multiple videos against copyright law explaining how copyright law is so often used in a very abusive way to just bully people or steal from them. And I don't support it. And I'm not going to pretend that me leaving a mega link wasn't going to cause some controversy. I saw that as a possibility. So, yeah. But at the end of the day, what I mostly want to respond to is just some of the ridiculous comments that Bill made. Like, okay, I can't believe I have to explain this to these people, but guys, it's a rant video. It's meant to be filled with over-the-top reactions. Why are you all taking it so seriously? This is like that guy. Not too long ago, I came across this YouTuber that made a 2-hour-long response video to a guy that made a review of Steven Universe, and he was mostly just trolling and fucking around. And this guy's response is, you know what, this guy admits that he's trolling around, but let me just make a 2-hour-long response taking him 100% seriously. Like, come on, guys. Like, it's one thing if you disagree with me. That's fine, disagree with me. I accept that my videos aren't always going to be agreed with by everybody. I get that. I understand that I'm in the minority, and a lot of my fans are in the minority when it comes to disagreeing with Death Battle. I get that. That's an inevitability when you talk about a channel as big as Death Battle. If I made videos criticizing PewDiePie or Markiplier or some other big YouTuber, the result would be the same. There would inevitably be a large amount of people that would disagree with me. But at the same time, some of these responses are just ridiculous. One guy literally told me that I need to be put on a watch list just because I made a rant video. Like, really, guys? Like, I've seen people say a lot of stupid stuff, but how is that not the definition of taking things way too seriously? Like, come on. And that's just one comment I got. There's, of course, the inevitable large amount of people that are saying, oh, you're just salty, dude. Even though I explained quite clearly in the video that I wouldn't really care who have won under normal circumstances. What made me angry was Death Battle lying and doing characters dirty. I even said quite clear that even if Cloud did win, I would have been annoyed by the episode all the same, even if Cloud did end up losing. Like, it makes me wonder if these people even bother to watch my videos, or if they just come in and leave a comment. Like, seriously. Don't come to me accusing me of taking things too seriously if you're going to take my video too seriously and leave retarded comments about how I need to go to therapy because I made a rant video about Death Battle. For God's sakes, people, rant videos are nothing new on YouTube. For God's sake, why does this even need to be explained to you people? Like, do you also go to, like, an AVGN video, and do you take him too seriously, thinking that he beats his wife? And I don't really care about the large amounts of dislikes, because what people don't understand is dislikes actually help videos. Why do you think I discourage my audience from going to Death Battle and downvoting their videos? Because it still counts as viewership and engagement all the same. I'm just going to assume that the main reason why I got so many dislikes was people didn't like the whole Mega Link thing. Well, the Mega Link is no longer active anyway, and it's been removed. And I understand some people see me leaving a link as scummy. Look. Rather what I did is piracy or not, you have to understand that piracy is only a victimless crime. People have made all kinds of videos explaining why piracy is not harmful. I mean, honestly, if you're gonna preach to me about how piracy is evil, then you're probably a big fan of Mother's Basement, where he shills for garbage companies like Crunchyroll, like, please don't watch Kiss anime. Think about the poor, innocent Crunchyroll that might make a little bit less money, even though they don't deserve your money because they're Crunchyroll and their service sucks. Like, come on, people. Again, some of you people left utterly asinine comments. And again, you need to understand that you don't make yourself look good by accusing me of taking things too seriously by taking my video too seriously. It's just for fun. Relax. Do I really have to leave a disclaimer at the beginning of every video that any amount of anger is fake? Do I seriously have to do that? And I even said that it wasn't a review. And yeah, there's going to be a review where, like with the Yang versus Tifa thing or any other review, it's not going to be in a rant format. I'm going to be working on a script. I'm going to be going over all of Death Battle's points. So it's like, don't act like I don't have any arguments. I watched a video, and some of Death Battle's arguments were just painfully bad. And they screwed over Link. They used a composite Link so they could get away with using whatever they wanted. They clearly wanted Cloud to be the winner, and giving Link all of his gear would have been inconvenient to the result that they wanted. I mean, it's really that simple. Because I don't even think Death Battle even mentioned the magic armor. They tried to use a cop-out excuse for the Ocarina of Time. They just kept trying to use excuse after excuse. Well, sure, Link could maintain an infinite amount of mana through potions, but Cloud can use the Osmos spell. However, that ignores the fact that the Osmos spell requires magic energy to use. He can't use it indefinitely. Not to mention, the Osmos spell can only absorb a limited amount of mana. Yeah, I really don't like it how people feel like Death Battle is this tiny, poor little channel. They're not. They're a small corporation like Watch Mojo here, people. You're not standing up for some poor, innocent channel anymore. You're shilling for a small corporation that just does whatever is necessary to maintain their bottom line. Death Battle doesn't do this for the passion anymore. If anything, the only reason why they redid this fight, it's not because they wanted to quote-unquote fix their mistake. No, it's because they knew that Link versus Cloud was a controversial fight, and like Goku versus Superman, they knew they could milk it for views. It's really that simple. And I firmly believe that if you put on a bad show, you don't deserve to be rewarded by views. It's simple as that. Well, they're like, I don't know if I could say they're like Channel Awesome, because Channel Awesome is just genuinely a scumbag channel. I don't even want to talk about Channel Awesome. But seriously, the amount of people that took my video way too seriously, it's just ridiculous. Like, again, I don't know what you people expected from a rant video. I understand that there was going to be some people that were going to be mad about the Mega Link, okay? I'm not going to act like those people aren't within their rights to get upset. If they hold the opinion that they think that piracy is bad, well, that's fine. They're free to have that opinion. I tend to feel differently about it. But for the most part, this isn't an example of me being salty, okay? These videos are not abnormal from any other of the rant videos I made. They're supposed to be for fun. Like, come on. Like, is this honestly what you people would prefer? Just me talking in my normal voice? Is that what you want? Because I get complaints from people that say that they don't like my voice because it's too slow or it's too boring. I mean, honestly, what do you people want? Because on one side, I get people that get upset at me saying that my voice is too slow and boring. But then on the other side of the spectrum, I get people that when I show passion or I express myself in any way, then you got people that accuse me of taking things too seriously, being salty, and being angry, and saying that I'm gonna beat the shit out of someone because I'm making a fake angry rant video about Death Battle. I mean, honestly, you people that criticize me, what do you want? I don't understand what you want. But more importantly, the amount of people that were trying to defend Death Battle by saying that Death Battle has just improved their research. No. It doesn't take a genius to know that Tifa has the same solar system level durability as Cloud. You can easily Google search that. So this isn't an example of Death Battle's research improving. This is just an example of them not being consistent. If you genuinely believe that this is an example of Death Battle improving, you're wrong. Because the research is just as bad as ever. They're still using composite characters, which people don't like. They're still lowballing characters, which people don't like. And if what I'm reading from other comments is to be believed, apparently Cloud being 12 times the speed of light is a highball of Cloud's speed. Which, given Death Battle's track record, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. Honestly, nobody uses daily motion anyway. I mean, if people want to make fun of me, they're free to do it, but they shouldn't expect me to take them seriously if they don't have anything legit to say. I'm not going to waste my time with somebody who's just going to waste time making fun of me, you know? Like, my intention is not to be a jerk. Here's how it's gonna be. If you're gonna be a jerk to me, which some people in the comments were, Like I said, one guy literally said I need to be put on a watch list because he thinks I'm going to beat the shit out of someone. Or go shoot up a school because I dare make a rant video. Like, there were some people being assholes to me in the comments. And look, if you don't want me to be a jerk, then don't be a jerk back. It's really that simple. I live life by the golden rule. Treat others the way you would want to be treated. From my point of view, if someone's going to come to my comment section and be an asshole, then to me, that tells me that they're okay with being treated like an asshole because they're being an asshole to someone else. So clearly they're okay with being treated that way. Now, I'm not going to say that everyone in the comments was being an asshole because that wasn't the case. Some people were just genuinely trying to respond to my points, and I don't have a problem with that. I mean, I have a problem with some of their arguments, but that's about it. I mean, I tried to be as civil as possible, but if you saw some of the comments I was getting, can you really blame me for being a little bit more brutal towards some of these people? I mean, like I said, I'm not ignorant to the fact that my video was going to inevitably cause some kind of controversy. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I'm fully aware that when it comes to Death Battle, me and my fans are in the minority a lot of the time. I get that. But still, I would appreciate it if some people would at least understand where people like me are coming from. Like, a lot of people want to say, oh, you're just being a crybaby. You're just being overly serious. Like, I'm just here trying to make entertaining content. Like, people always want to make the same excuse for Death Battle. Death Battle does this for entertainment. They're just trying to entertain people. What do you think I'm trying to do? Like, again, it's just frustrating to no end that people are so hypocritical. Like, they get mad at me. It's a bad thing if I take Death Battle too seriously, even though I'm not. Again, it's a rant video. Why are you taking a rant video seriously? Why couldn't you all that just had problems with my criticisms just wait till my review and debunking? Like, yes, I did make some points in the rant video, but I explained that I'm going to be saving most of it for the review. Why didn't you all that just wanted to respond to my points as to why I think that the result is wrong, why not just wait for the review? Is my question. Because that rant video was mostly intended to be for fun. And again, you people can't act like that rant videos are some abnormal thing. People have been doing them on YouTube for years. Rant videos are nothing new. It goes all the way back to the days of AVGN, of people giving over-the-top reactions to things. Like, come on. Again, if you people don't like me making rant videos, that's fine. I can just do things in my normal voice. You guys don't want me to express emotion? Just say so and I'll stop doing it. I don't have to be expressive. I do it because people complain about me being emotionless or deadpan. But at the same time, if you don't like me being fake angry or being passionate, I don't want to hear anybody complain about how, oh, your voice is so boring. That's all I'm going to say about that. And rather you agree with the result or not, there's a lot of problems with this episode. And you can't just wave them away so haphazardly. Death Battle botched this one. It's simple as that. Like, rather you think Cloud should have won or not, how about the fact that the episode sucked? I spoke to the guy who's in charge of Cartoon Fight Club, and even he admits, yeah, the research was abysmal. I mean, come on here, people. And again, I don't want to hear that Death Battle is not being inconsistent. I've pointed out so many occasions of Death Battle being inconsistent. And here's another thing I kept pointing out in the comments, and it blows my mind that some of the people trying to defend Death Battle, this thought never occurred to them. So people are trying to say that this is evidence that Death Battle is improving their research. Well, okay, if that's the case, then you're saying that it's taken Death Battle 5 years to be able to do basic shit, like giving people feats like the supernova thing. If anything, you just make Death Battle look incompetent. Like, it took Death Battle 10 years to be able to get their research to the level it's at now. Does that not just make Death Battle look like a fucking joke? You people aren't helping Death Battle. You make them look like idiots. You make them look like they're a bunch of incompetent dumb fucks when you say stuff like that. Like, I have to wonder if some of the people who commented in my video even bothered to listen to what I had to say, or even bothered to think through the comments that they left. Like, do you honestly believe that Death Battle is doing this just because, aw man, we really screwed up Link versus Cloud, we need to fix that? If that was the case, like I said in my video, they would have fixed Yang versus Tifa, they would have fixed Tracer versus Scout. They really need to fix Tracer versus Scout because a lot of people are not happy about Tracer versus Scout. Ever since that episode came out, there's all kinds of people that were begging me to make a review of it, begging me to make a debunking of it. I go online and I see all kinds of debunkings of Tracer versus Scout. Why didn't they fix that? Why haven't they fixed Goku versus Superman? Why haven't they fixed Naruto versus Ichigo? If you honestly believe that Death Battle is improving, then explain those matchups. You can't just sit here and say that them giving Cloud the Supernova but not giving it to Tifa is not an example of Death Battle's inconsistency. It absolutely is. Stop trying to defend Death Battle. Seriously. I get it if you believe that I said something that's genuinely wrong here, but there are so many examples of Death Battle being inconsistent here. It is a major problem with Death Battle. That's another one I mentioned. Master Chief versus Doomslayer. That one they screwed up hardcore. There are debunkings that people have made of Death Battle fucking up that matchup. Why haven't they fixed that one yet? Again, you people really think that Death Battle is trying to fix their mistakes when they're not. All their fights are rigged. Like, rather you think the fights are good or not is irrelevant. Rather the animation is good or not is a completely different story. As researchers, as power scalers, Death Battle is getting worse and worse and worse. They have no consistency and their fights are rigged. Watching Death Battle nowadays is the equivalent of watching a WWE match. Honestly, I wish I wish Death Battle would just cut the bullshit and just become the Death Battle version of WWE. No research, no power scaling, they just have characters meet up and fight each other. I would prefer if Death Battle just did that, because watching Death Battle try to explain why characters win has just become painful. And again, how many of you disliked my video just because you thought I was genuinely pissed off and being salty? Like, I have to wonder how many people genuinely paid attention to my video. Because some of them made points that I never made. Somebody tried to say that, oh, you said that Link didn't use the ocarina in the fight. I never said that. I was talking about how, in the results, Death Battle explained that, yes, Link could just keep resetting the fight using the Ocarina of Time, which is absolutely true. But they tried to give a cop-out excuse for why Link couldn't just do that. I mean, come on. I mean, people say, why couldn't I be more professional in my rant? Because it's a rant video, not a review. In the reviews and debunking, I'm going to be a lot more focused and just explaining what I feel is wrong with the episode. Again, I have to wonder if people understand the point of a rant video. Like, come on. Now, sure, some people feel that I did Death Battle dirty with the Mega Link thing. But as far as I'm concerned, Death Battle did Link dirty. And they've been doing countless fan bases dirty. How about the fact that the Bleach fan base have had to deal with constant harassment and beratement from the Naruto fan base because of Naruto versus Ichigo? Oh, you'll never see Death Battle take responsibility for that. As far as I'm concerned, Death Battle has been doing us dirty for years. They deserve some kind of retribution every once in a while. And if I'm being perfectly honest, realistically, even with the Mega Link, I wouldn't be able to damage Death Battle's view count even if I wanted to. Because, contrary to popular belief, I'm not an idiot. I'm smart enough to know how this stuff works. And look, if some of you want to have a debate about the ethics of piracy, that's fine by me. Just send me a DM. I'll set it up on the podcast. We can debate this if you want. I really don't mind. I understand, like I said earlier, some people feel that piracy is wrong. There's other people that don't believe that piracy is wrong. For example, there's a lot of people in the anime community that think that piracy doesn't hurt the anime industry in the slightest. And they provide pretty compelling arguments for why websites like Kiss Anime are not harmful. And these are some of the big anime channels like Anime Man and all them. But then you have people like Mother's Basement that think that piracy is very bad. But if you want to have a debate with me about that, send me a DM. I'll get it set up. Okay, Cloud won. So what? He didn't win legitimately. They lowballed Link and didn't give Link a fraction of what he should have been using. They didn't even give Link the magic armor. How much you want to bet Cloud wouldn't have won if they gave Link the magic armor? No, Cloud does not stomp. I'm sorry. And if you believe that Cloud stomps, then you don't know what you're talking about. Apparently, a lot of people took offense to me saying that if you think Cloud wins, like, you're an idiot. A lot of people took that seriously. But look, I'm just going to be real here. No ranting or anything like that, just very simple. Cloud would not beat Link. Cloud would not stomp Link. And if you think otherwise, I'm sorry, but you're wrong. You really are. I'm not saying this to be a dick or anything, you're just wrong. Like, come on. The fact that they didn't even give Link the magic armor is indicative of how freaking rigged this was. Yeah, and guess what? I'm going to be addressing that. Because this is just what Death Battle does. They were inevitably going to lowball Link and Cloud because they're morons. It's funny how people want to say that Death Battle is improving their research, but really, they botched the scaling on the side of both Link and Cloud. Neither guy got done justice, for God's sake. Like I said, this is just like Naruto vs. Ichigo, where they lowballed both of them. Like, wake up here, people. This is rigged, and Death Battle has no clue what they're talking about. Again, Magic Armor and Song of Time alone breaks this fight. Also, they did give Cloud his best feat. They gave him the Supernova feat. Don't try to say they didn't give him his best feat. The Supernova feat is Cloud's best feat. Don't even try to pull that card. A lot of people say that Link is universal due to two power scalings. Now, I'm going to look into these power scalings to see how legit they are. But the first power scale comes from A Link to the Past. People claim that the Windfish is a universal being. There's also the fact that somebody in my comment section pointed out that apparently in the Majora's Mask manga, now I will admit I haven't read the Majora's Mask manga. I've read the Ocarina of Time manga, but I haven't gotten the chance to read the Majora's Mask manga. I've never got my hands on it. But I'll definitely look into it. But according to some information in the Majora's Mask manga, apparently, Majora's Mask existed before even time and space. Also, no, Cloud is not multiversal. That power scale comes from Dissidia, which is non-canon. Dissidia is like Smash Bros. So no, Cloud is not multiversal. I know exactly where that comes from. So yeah, I don't know too much about the universal feats. I'll look into that. But here's one thing I will say. Those that say that Link has never used the full power of the Triforce before, I have to wonder how many of you are familiar with your Legend of Zelda lore. Because in Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past, Link uses the full power of the Triforce to restore Hyrule back to normal and erase the Dark Realm from existence. So yes, Link has utilized the full power of the Triforce before. So don't say that he hasn't. I don't want to hear it. And again, people want to say that, oh, well, Cloud has a solar system level durability. How can how can Link get past that? Well, you know why? An ancient arrow. Ancient arrows have existence erasure properties, and it ignores durability. One ancient arrow, bye-bye Cloud. Yeah, they showed it on the equipment analysis, but did they have Link use it? They didn't even bother to explain how Cloud could have countered the magic armor. What could Cloud have done? The magic armor, it states quite clearly, it makes you invulnerable. Link cannot be harmed while he wears this armor. Now, unless Cloud has access to existence erasure, then that argument does not compute. You know why they left out the magic armor? Because if they gave Link the magic armor, Cloud would have lost. It really is that simple. Here's how this would play out realistically. Stasis, Ancient Arrow, game over. That's all Link would have to do. I could, like, Death Battle wants to talk about how Link would lose the majority of the times. They want to talk about, well, Cloud would win more times than not. Okay, Death Battle, you want to play this game? Let's play out a bunch of different scenarios in which Link could defeat Cloud. Let's go over this. Magic armor would make him completely invincible. Cloud wouldn't be able to do anything about it. It makes him invulnerable. And even Death Battle admitted that Link can maintain an infinite amount of magic energy through his potions. That right there, game over. Cloud can't kill Link, the fight is over. Also, the magic armor doesn't work on rupees. That is a gameplay mechanic. I've already addressed this. That's a gameplay mechanic. The magic armor is supposed to feed on magic energy. Twilight Princess was originally supposed to have a magic meter like in Ocarina of Time. You can even see evidence of this on the back of the cover of Twilight Princess. But for whatever reason, the magic meter didn't make it into the game. Maybe it was because they didn't have enough time to put it in, or it was a glitch or something. So they had the magic armor work off of rupees, but it's clearly a gameplay mechanic. In the lore of The Legend of Zelda, it feeds on magic, thus the name Magic Armor. So here's another scenario. Like I said earlier, Link utilizes his stasis powers and uses an ancient arrow. Cloud is erased from existence, game over. Link makes Cloud burn all of his magic and allows for his magic to be empty, so that way Cloud can't use the Osmos spell to restore his mana. He uses a potion to restore his magic, and now Cloud has no magic energy to feed off of, and now all he has is his sword. Or how about this? Link uses the Ocarina of Time to keep resetting the fight. And here's one thing I want to say. The Libra spell or Scan spell, it doesn't always have the most consistent name, doesn't work the way Death Battle says that it works, okay? Death Battle will have you believe that this spell allows Cloud to know all of Link's powers and abilities. That's not what it does. What it does is it tells you the amount of HP that the person has, it tells you the amount of magic that they have, and it tells you their strengths and weaknesses. That's all that it does. The Libra spell would not tell Cloud Link's abilities. That's not what it does. Sora beating Link is extremely debatable. And a conversation for another day. So yeah, I could name countless scenarios in which Link could easily win this fight. Okay? First off, why didn't Link disarm Cloud with his magnesis? That's another thing that I mentioned. Link can easily use his magnesis to take Cloud's sword away from him. This is something he can do. This is another thing. Why does Link only use one ancient arrow? Why does Link only use his magnetic powers one fucking time? Why? Also, why didn't Link use the Giant's Mask? Why didn't Link use the Great Fairy Sword, which allows him to keep fighting even if he's cursed or jinxed? There's a lot of questions here that Death Battle isn't answering. Not to mention, the way they just dishonestly say that, oh, Link has only dodged lasers. First off, that's bullshit, and Death Battle knows it. You know how I know this? Because in Ganondorf's episode, they mentioned that he can dodge Link at... God damn it. He can dodge light at point-blank speed without even looking. And that's another major issue. Even if you remove the magic armor from the equation, Link has multiple ways to be brought back from the dead. How is Cloud supposed to kill Link? Link has Mayfa's Grace, which can be used multiple times. Link has fairies, which he can hold, I believe, 8 of. Link's Triforce will keep bringing him back from the dead. And that's the thing. We know from Twilight Princess that the Triforce will keep bringing you back to life unless it vanishes. How many times did Ganondorf get killed in Twilight Princess and his Triforce just brought him back? How many times? Like, it's just frustrating how badly they fucked up Link. Link was heavily lowballed. And again, they were inconsistent with the gear that they gave him. And it's just total bullcrap. Yeah, they're power scalers, but they're power scalers that aren't very good at what they do. Like, I know there's inevitably going to be those people that will get mad at me. Like, how dare you call Death Battle stupid? You're just so toxic. It's like, oh my god. If you don't want to get called an idiot, then don't do something stupid, okay? Like, I can acknowledge on some level that me leaving that Mega Link is possibly an idiotic move on my part. But at the same time, if you do something stupid, expect people to call you stupid. I mean, it's not them being a dick, it's just them stating that you did something stupid. Like, seriously. Like, I'm really sick and tired of this new prissy generation where you're not allowed to say anything even slightly mean. And that's another thing. Why didn't they give Link access to the Mirror Shield? The Mirror Shield and Master Sword combo would render at least a quarter of Cloud's magic useless. I'm just so disappointed by the backlash. Now, like I said, for those who disliked my video because you didn't like the Mega Link thing, and you thought that I was trying to be spiteful towards Death Battle, that's fine. If you feel that that was me genuinely being a petty asshole, then that's whatever. But for those of you that just disliked my video because you think I was taking things too seriously, or you think that I was legitimately pissed off, then you disappoint me. You're accusing me of the very same thing that you're doing. And it doesn't make you look good. The Bigoron sword, basically the deal with that thing is it's a very large sword. I don't know if it has any special properties. Cloud does not stomp based on stats. Outside of the durability thing, he's not that much more faster or stronger. Some people have told me that the Bahamut Fury feat is bullshit. And also, let's not ignore the fact that Link is also casually faster than the speed of light, and he has ways of increasing his speed. He has the bunny hood, which if I remember correctly, like triples his speed, and he also has potions that increase his speed and strength. So let's say hypothetically Cloud was stronger, which his strength feats are not on par with his durability feats. I believe Death Battle said that some of Cloud's best strength feats was destroying buildings, which to someone like Link, that's nothing. But anyway, okay. So Link has strength potions that can increase his strength. He has the power gauntlets, he has the power bracelets. Link has armor that can also increase his strength. Same with his speed. If you honestly think that Cloud stat stomps, then you really don't understand a great many things. And again, it's frustrating that I even have to make this live stream to explain the obvious to these people. But yeah. If anything, this just makes me not want to make rant videos ever again. Now, my fans find my rant videos entertaining because they know I'm just trying to be entertaining and expressive. They're not dumb enough to take me seriously. But this just makes me not want to do that, because if I'm going to make rant videos and then people are going to do things like say I need to be put on a watch list for it, like, fine, whatever, I just won't do that. Like, come on. I'm not sure what else to say. I mean, I guess I'm going to have to start putting disclaimers at the beginning of all my videos, since people are going to take me too seriously. I mean, I'm sorry to my fans that these random people that probably don't watch my content, this is probably their first time ever watching my video, and they probably just got triggered because I spoke against their precious Death Battle. But it just makes me not want to make rant videos ever again, because I don't want to listen to people just completely say stupid things, because it just takes all the fun out of it for me. Because this is immensely frustrating that I have to explain this. I guess from here on out, I'm leaving disclaimers at the beginning of all my videos. I mean, I shouldn't have to, but I guess I have to. And to that guy who said I should be put on a watch list, I mean this sincerely. Go fuck yourself, get out of my comment section, and never come back. You're an asshole. You don't go around saying that people need to be put on watch lists. You don't go around accusing people of needing therapy because you think they're gonna beat the shit out of somebody. Do you not realize how fucked up that is to say? Like, seriously. It's one thing to call me salty. It's another thing to imply that I'm gonna beat someone up or murder somebody over my opinions on a frickin' TV show. I mean, internet show. So to whoever said that, if you're watching this, go fuck yourself. You're an asshole and stay away from my videos. You don't go around telling people that they should go seek therapy because of a video that they make. You act like I'm going around saying that, I'm gonna go kill Death Battle. Like, fuck yourself, dude. Grow the fuck up. Like, some of the people in the comment section want to tell me to grow up. You grow the fuck up. If you watch a video and your first thought is, this guy needs to be on a watch list, then there's something wrong with your fucking head. Some neurons are not firing correctly in your head. This is why, spoiler alert, in my top 10, not top 10, 50 reasons why Death Battle sucks, I had to put the fans on there. Because the Death Battle fans are often either complete mindless sheep or they're just complete assholes. Now, sure, not all the Death Battle fans are like this. But there's a large portion of them that are, and it's disappointing that they don't know how to lead by example. People want to accuse me of being rude, but then they decide to lead by example by immediately acting like fucking assholes. Well, 400 times the speed faster than light. Yeah, it depends on what you're scaling off of, and are you factoring into account armor and potions that can increase speed. Because that's an important thing that needs to be addressed. And again, I tried to make this clear that even if Link did win, I still would have ended up not liking the episode. The animation was terrible, the research was god-awful like usual, and they didn't utilize the fight potential to its fullest. It's really that simple. Not to mention, here's something I'm surprised a lot of people aren't talking about. They reused the ending to Zoro versus Urza. I'm surprised a lot of people aren't talking about this. They're straight up recycling death animations from their older episodes. The way they killed off Link, they just reused that from Urza versus Zoro. So yeah, how about them apples? Death Battle is so original, they're ripping off their own shit. You couldn't have come up with something more creative than someone getting cut in half again? That's really all you got, Death Battle? Not to mention, why didn't Link use any of his Guardian gear? Like the Guardian Sword or the Guardian Shield, which are basically the equivalent of lightsabers. Well, that's the thing. People need to understand that unlike Death Battle, I'm consistent. I am equally as mad when Death Battle fucks over any character. Here's a perfect example. I said this in the comment section. I'll say it here. I was not happy with how Death Battle handled Tracer versus Scout. Now, let me make this clear. I don't like Overwatch, and I've never played Team Fortress. However, when I became aware, after doing some research on how badly they botched Tracer vs. Scout, I was upset about it. I don't need to be fans of these characters to be annoyed when Death Battle fucks over a character. Like I said in the video, I was upset when they did Tifa dirty. I was upset when they did Ben 10 dirty. I was upset when they did Scout dirty. And I was upset when they did Ichigo dirty. This is not about me being quote-unquote a pissed-off fanboy. It's about me not liking when a character gets screwed over. Yeah, to an extent, these episodes are for fun. I get that. But people don't like it when their favorite characters get lied on and done dirty. Especially when Death Battle gets paid to do this. As far as I'm concerned, Death Battle is being paid to lie. And that is not okay. Rather you agree with the fight or not, how about the fact that Death Battle lies? I don't care who you are. I don't care if it's for entertainment. Lying is not okay. Also, I'm still a little bit bitter about them fucking over Zelda when they did Princess Peach versus Zelda. That's a fight they should have redid, not Link versus Cloud. Because Peach versus Zelda was absolute bullshit. But people try to say, oh, well, that was just first season, you know, let it go. No, I'm not going to let it go. Because they used dumbass logic to have Peach win. Yes. I don't believe that Death Battle isn't in this for just the money anymore. Considering the sponsorships they get, the views they get, and how much they push their merch, they want the money. To put into perspective, I do what I do for the passion. I don't get paid money for what I do on my YouTube channel. Yeah, I'm technically monetized, but YouTube doesn't pay me. Compare that to Death Battle that gets paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for what they do. They have big sponsorships that get millions of views. They sell merchandise. Hell, their company even produces video games, for God's sake. Video games. They make money off of video games. Oh yeah, absolutely. These people don't understand things. Like, they want to say that Zack Fair is planet level. Oh yeah, well then why can Zack be killed by gunfire? And you know what's interesting? Even Cloud can be killed by gunfire. If you play Final Fantasy VII and you allow someone to shoot Cloud enough with bullets, eventually it's going to do enough damage to kill him. And that's the point. Yeah, Cloud has a good amount of durability, but Cloud can still be killed by just about anything if he takes too much abuse. Cloud's durability is not limitless. It does have a limit as to how much abuse he can take. Doesn't change the fact that Zack can still be killed by gunfire. You can't say that that's just game mechanics, because Zack can be killed by guns if he takes enough damage.